Antonio and his classmates from Rene Cayetano Elementary School were excited about their science field trip. Their advisor, Mr. Castro, had planned a visit to the planetarium to learn about stars. As the students gazed at the vast dome above them, Mr. Castro explained that stars come in many sizes, colors, and temperatures. Some, like the sun, are medium-sized and yellow, while others, like Betelgeuse, are giant stars that shine red. The colors of stars indicate their temperature. Blue stars are the hottest, and red stars are the coolest. Antonio was amazed at how stars looked like tiny dots from Earth, but were actually enormous balls of gas far away in space. After the visit, Mr. Castro asked the class to summarize what they had learned. Antonio eagerly raised his hand and shared that stars have lifetimes too. He explained that young stars are bright and energetic, while older stars eventually fade away. He also mentioned that stars can form patterns in the sky, called constellations, which people have used for centuries to tell stories or find their way. Mr. Castro smiled and praised Antonio for his summary. The class agreed that learning about stars was like exploring the wonders of the universe. The moon. The moon is Earth's closest neighbor in space and its only natural satellite. It takes about 27 days for the moon to complete one orbit around Earth. The moon doesn't produce its own light. It reflects the light from the sun. This is why we can see the moon shining brightly at night. The moon. The moon is Earth's closest neighbor in space and its only natural satellite. It takes about 27 days for the moon to complete one orbit around Earth. The moon doesn't produce its own light. It reflects the light from the sun. This is why we can see the moon shining brightly at night. The moon has different shapes that we call phases. Sometimes it looks like a full circle, called the full moon. Other times, it appears as a half moon or a thin crescent. These phases happen because of how the sun's light falls on the moon as it orbits Earth. People have studied the moon for centuries, and astronauts first landed on it in 1969, marking a great achievement for science.